Hello and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things trucking and give interesting tips and tricks for drivers just like yourself. My name is Joko, and in today's video we'll talk about this long-awaited 2024 Kenworth T680. First of all, I wanted to thank our friends here at CIT Trucks in Mokina, Illinois for lending me their truck so we can do a walk-around video. I'll put a link to their website down in the description below if you want to check them out. Now back to the video. Kenworth have actually truly outdone themselves when it comes to the overall design and looks of the 2024 T680. This is a fully loaded model with the Diamond package, and it comes with a lot of bells and whistles. Starting with the front, up top we have our LED clearance lights. Up here we have wind deflectors that help actually guide the air around the cabin, and from what I've been told, drivers have said that it helps them increase their fuel mileage by 0.5 miles per gallon, which is substantial if you think of it in the long run. Next we have our side mirrors which are the same color as our body, and they're attached to the column here, to the cabin column, instead of being attached to the door, so that when you open the door, the side mirror stays in place. We have our antennas, both for CB and our radio. We have a chromed element here on the side of the hood. The hood itself has been redesigned. It has been tightened and lowered in the front to increase visibility for the driver. We have our hood mirrors up here, a chromed out grille with the Kenworth emblem dead center. Next we have our redesigned and very modern and sleek headlights, which are actually LED headlights with LED daylight running lights. A common issue with LED headlights is that they may freeze up. Well, Kenworth thought of that because they built in heaters into the headlight, so you won't have any ice buildup, which is awesome. Next we have LED fog lights, a steel bumper, and a forward collision warning system. Now let's go to the driver's side. There's not much we can talk about when it comes to the overall shape of the Kenworth T680, except that the cabin has come a long way when it comes to the overall aerodynamics of the truck. Starting here with the front, we have disc brakes in our front. Next, we have a very conveniently placed LED turn signal right here on the hood. We have our driver door. We have a battery access panel door right here so that you can access your batteries. If you want to have full access to the batteries, you'll have to remove the entire fairing, which is screwed to the frame of the truck. Our T680 emblem. Up there we have a window for our second bunk, another vent here for our first bunk. We have a door opening here, access door that gives us access to the space below the first bunk, and this is also where you find your inverter, your KIM system, and your heater, with a ton of space actually inside. DEF system tank, diesel tank, and back here we have our wind extenders or wind deflectors, if you may, and these are the extended wind deflectors. A cool thing that Kenworth have added: if you have a trailer that sits closer to the cabin, instead of shimmying between the trailer and the wind deflector, they've added a latch here so that you can open this and move freely between your truck and the trailer, which is very convenient actually. And it's a simple latch here on the side that you pull, you put it, and it's not moving anywhere. Nice. And a major upgrade as well is that in the back on the drives we also have disc brakes. Looking at it from the back, there hasn't been a lot of changes when it comes to the design or any features of the back of the T680. We can open this here to get easier access. We have our air lines, trailer connection lines. What may be new is the electronic KIM system, which is an electronic APU, which will cool and heat up your cabin, even when your engine is off. The good thing about it is that it's running off of its own batteries, and it has a engine auto start and stop feature, meaning when the batteries of the KIM system are running low, it will actually start up the engine again to recharge them, which is pretty neat. We have our LED work lights here in the back, and right below the work lights we have our depressurizing cabin vents, which serve the exact purpose to depressurize the cabin whenever we close the doors. Like we mentioned before, we have disc brakes here in the back, LED tail lights and LED reverse lights, and if you come on this side, past your fuel tank, you'll be able to see your exhaust, which is a horizontal exhaust, and it's underneath the cabin. On the passenger side, there is not much different than it is on the driver's side, except we have maybe in this compartment here, we have an emergency access door for the first bunk bed with a sliding window. You also get a storage compartment door here from this side as well. It is smaller than the other side, but it still fits a couple boxes, as you can see. It's important to know that whenever you're opening your hood, you have both of the passenger and the driver doors closed, because whenever you lift the hood, as you notice, it sticks out on the side of the panel of the door. You may damage your paint job. You don't want that. If you've driven a Kenworth before, you may notice that there's been a few changes here to the engine bay compartment. A few things have moved around, let's say. We have our windshield washer fluid has been moved up front here from the back. If you notice, we're missing our antifreeze tank. That has been moved towards the back here underneath the windshield, which moved our air intake and our air filter a little bit forward, above the engine. Now, you may wonder if our antifreeze tank is up there, how do you put antifreeze? And for that, let's go to the driver's side. You put your antifreeze fluid right here. Looking at the driver's side of the engine compartment bay here, there is a few things that we may notice that have been misplaced. So we have our fuel filter has been moved from here to there, as we can see, and there's been also a few other changes that Kenworth have done to the engine bay compartment that I will not go into greater detail, but I'll just mention a couple. They replaced the regular alternator with a brushless alternator for the KIM system, and they added also a variable fan speed hub here instead of having the regular speed hub, which can be taxing on the power of the engine. In addition to that, this is a MX-13 PACCAR engine with 455 horsepower and 1,650 pound-feet of torque, and it has a 12-speed automatic transmission. To close the hood, all you need to do is prop up the red lever there on the shock absorber of the hood so that you can push it from the front and it will close. Now let's jump inside. Hey, real quick, 99% of you are not subscribed, so I'll just ask you to hit that like and subscribe button below if you like these types of videos and enjoy our content. Now back to the video. Like I said before, this is the diamond package of the 2024 T680 Next Gen, and it comes with a lot of bells and whistles. So not only does it come with a built-in navigational system, but it also comes with this nice leather throughout the vehicle with neutral colors. We have brown stitching here on the steering wheel. We have a nice accent leather diamond shape here on the door, heated leather seats, etc. We'll go over a few of the things that the Next Gen offers, but let's start with storage. So right above the passenger side, we have a small storage compartment that you can fit a few things here. You can close it like that. Right here you have yet another small storage compartment. Here you can store some things that you want to have easy access. CB radio holder, more storage on the driver's side as well, with a closing door on the driver's side. And on the passenger side, we have these LED lights, which these turn on when you open the doors, and this you can actually control it by pushing it on the side here. Starting with the passenger side, we have these beautiful, very soft leather actually heated seats. We have a very nice trim here on the door panel. Like I said, the diamond shaped leather with dark stitching. Electronic window control with electronic locking. We have more faux wood panel wood trim here, and what I also like is that we have a glove box compartment here, which is kind of like a car-sized glove box compartment if you want to put or store stuff. You also have a 12-volt outlet here on the side, another 12-volt outlet, two stationary cup holders and another storage unit here for if you want to, I guess, store some keys, your phone or whatnot. Next, you have your dashboard, which is actually soft to the touch, as you see. Next, we have our driver's side. We have a very good view of the entire dashboard, of all the buttons and everything that we need while we're driving down the road. The dashboard itself is soft to the touch, which is a nice touch. We have our air horn here and our city horn here. On the driver's side door, we have our heated mirrors, electronic control of the side mirrors. We have electronic windows, electronic locking as well, which is very convenient. Now, when it comes to our instrument cluster, we get the same digital 15-inch instrument cluster like we had in the 2023 model. Like we've talked before, you can actually customize a lot of the menus here to show specific items that you would want to see. The steering wheel itself also has physical buttons here that control some of the safety features that the truck offers. We have our gear shifter right here, which is which you turn, and we also have access to all the panels here on the side. Some of the safety features that the Diamond package offers is lane departure warning, front collision warning, etc. We also have our built-in navigation screen, which is not only the navigation system, but it also has a lot more features, where you can access the phone. You can connect your phone with it via Bluetooth, or you can even access some of your gauges, which is pretty neat. Moving towards the back, the sleeper cabin of the T680 Next Gen is actually a fair size. You get plenty of storage here in the back, not only for one, but maybe also for two drivers, with quite a few features. Now, starting with the driver's side, you get a storage compartment, storage unit here, a small closet with some shelving, a hanger. You get some side pockets here on the inside, another shelf. You get inside door pockets, a mirror, a hanger. Right below it, you get a refrigerator, which is fairly sized, with a freezer. Below the refrigerator, you get yet another drawer storage, which is very convenient. It's fairly deep. You get this moving, rotating table, which, by just pulling on a latch here on the side, on the front, you can rotate it to the side like that, so it's not in your way. Sleeper covers. Underneath the table, you do get two deeper drawers as well for extra storage. Right above the table, you get your TV mount. You get two house outlets here, a 12-volt outlet as well. You get also a microwave station with two house outlets right there, and a regular 12-volt outlet there as well. And on top of it, you also get a deep storage unit for, so that things do not fall out, as well as on this side. This is our climate control unit, where we can control our climate from here. Obviously, we can lock and unlock the doors as well. We can turn on and off our lights. We also have another LED light here. This is the vent that we can control to let a little bit of air in. We have two big speakers right there, a very nice, beautiful black leather with brown leather stitching here in the back, very soft material. On this side, we get our sliding window, and if we want to, we can roll this up like this so that we can get more sunlight in. And this is also our emergency exit door, and it says it right here, and you open it just by sliding this down, and now you have access to the outside as well. And you can close it, keep it closed at all times. To access the top bunk, all you do is you pull on that right there, which will pull down the bed, and the mattress is sitting inside of it. Now, climbing up to the top bed can be a little bit challenging to a few individuals, and I can see why, because there's no ladder to actually climb up. You gotta hold on to the storage compartment here up top, step on the bottom bed, use this step here on the fridge, and then step up, which, if you're not as flexible as I am, could be a little bit challenging. Up here, you get a little bit of storage on this side and on this side, so that, it's not falling onto your head while you're driving. You get an LED light here on this side as well. Your window covers with the windows, and you can open and close the windows by turning the knob clockwise and counterclockwise. You also get a safety net to put over things that you have put here in the back so that they do not fall. And you get a second window right here, again with a knob to open or close. Other than appreciating the nice leather material here on the back, there's not much else to talk about on the second bunk bed, so let's go back down. To get down, like I said, it's challenging, it's a little bit tricky, but as long as you do it safely, you'll be good. Holding on to, 3 points of contact, 1, 2, and you're sitting 3. You step down on the fridge, you step down on the bed, and you safely climb down. As easy as that. And to lift it, all you do is you push it up until it latches into place. If it doesn't, if it falls back down, it means you didn't push it hard enough, so you give it a nice good old push. And if you want to, lift the bottom bed to gain access to the storage unit below the bed, all you do is you pull on the red lever below the bed, and that will raise it. Now you have access to the storage compartment underneath the bed. This is part of your KIM system. Here you have a separate heating unit, and back there is your inverter. To close it, you just push it down until it latches into place. And that concludes our video for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates, and I will see you in our next video.